Spring is here, we're almost out of the snow season, and because it's nice and warm now, we begin the second to last pieces of framing that we need to do, and that is building this balcony, so let's get to work. We began packing the steel. One super huge recommendation I have for you is to pack the steel while it's still in the ground. We didn't learn that until we did the ridge beam of the house, and it makes your life way easier. And now, as you can tell, here we are hanging in the air trying to pack it. Putting ram sets at 3" on center, staggered. This way it doesn't go anywhere. The lumber is pressure treated, and we are chamfering the edges of the 2x because the steel itself has this little curvature where the flange meets the top and bottom. And so that would prevent you from having a nice and flush piece of lumber next to the steel. We need to pack it a little bit further, and then we'll start laying out the joists. So if you've seen our channel long enough, you know that we're fire protection freaks, and the deck is not the exception. We actually find it to be one of our weakest points. So what we plan to do is we plan to make a little box all around our joists that are fire retardant. We looked at a couple products. We looked initially at Exacor from Huber, and you know we love Huber products. The problem with Exacor is that it's heavy. The nice thing about it, however, is that it's all completely fire retardant. Then we looked at LP. The LP is actually OSB with fire retardant coating on both sides. The reason we chose this guy instead of the Exacor is because it is lighter than the Exacor. We spoke to both engineers, LP and Huber, and neither of them recommended the use for what we're doing. In fact, I don't think there is an application at all from any company to do what we're going to be doing. So basically we're going to be out of guarantee, but you know, guarantees don't really mean that much. So you'll see how we do this up there.
Let's take a look at our assembly. So this is a pressure treated 2x. It's what we are using for the joist in the terrace. And our assembly for fire protection is as follows. We are pretty much going to sandwich this one with FlameBlock from LP. So with FlameBlock, this is regular OSB, and then the white coating, it's the protection against fire. So we're going like this, and then another piece at the bottom. Now, the thing is that this one doesn't have water protection, so we're going to apply GCP's roof detail membrane as the water protection. This one is bitumen based, which is also good against fire. So we're going to do it shingle style. We have a piece at the bottom and then another piece at the top. On top of that, we're going to add aluminum flashing. So this one is the bottom part. We made a few holes in case any water gets in, it has a way of getting out. So this one is going to be at the bottom, and then we're going to apply another one, at the top. This one has two purposes. So one of them is that aluminum, it's also for fire protection, but it's also to make it look nice and pleasantly aesthetic. Check out our new tool. We're totally in love with it. Before we got this beauty, we were doing all our sheet metal by hand. We were folding it. We would put like an LSL and then do like a sandwich with the sheet metal and folding it. It took forever. Now that we got a break, we can do one of these in less than a minute. It was so frustrated before I said, we need a break, and we got a break. So the one we got, it's this one from Van Mark. It's called Trim Break 2. It's a starter edition, but I absolutely love it so far. I'll just give you one tip when you get it. This level is not attached to the brake, so all you have to do is remove this pin from this part and then insert the level, and then you are all set. I totally recommend it.
Holy smokes, I thought we would finish this episode in like 2 weekends. Surprise, no, it didn't happen. It took us like 5-6 weeks. I have no idea how long it's taken us to do this. But the reason for that is because all this aluminum flashing that we've been doing, it takes so many details, so little, making sure that we don't trap any water or any of that kind of stuff. So we will need to think of a better way of doing it into the future. But for now, at least our deck is fireproof. It looks very awesome from the bottom, and I will show you probably a close-out shot of how it looks from the bottom as well. Few quick things. Obviously, we're putting all the aluminum, and then we're also using through the roof for all the little seams and all that stuff. The reason we love through the roof is because it has this very awesome deep black that ends up hiding all the seams, and then it also protects us from water. Again, we had to put a lot of thought into making sure we don't trap water inside of the aluminum. Yes, and then by the way, you've seen us move this stuff around, and I haven't told you what it is. What this thing is, the name is FiberGrate. Kind of like the name states, it's made out of fiberglass. It's 1.5 inches thick. It comes in pieces of 12 by 4 feet. And to be honest, we absolutely love it because first off, it has fire protection capabilities that are great. It's made out of fiberglass. Fiberglass is very strong. It has all these little holes that the water can drip through. Obviously, we're outside and it's a deck. They actually use it in marine environments for like the decks to walk on to up to your boat and all that kind of stuff. So we absolutely love the fact that it comes in these humongous pieces because when you walk on it, it feels amazing. Except one problem. We are done with this episode, but I ran out of fasteners, and we will just have to fasten it without you seeing us. For those fasteners, we need to install these washers on each one of them. It doesn't really require that many fasteners. I'm just gonna put maybe 4 on each side of the 12 by foot piece, and that should take care of it. But with that, let's finish this up. The next episode, I don't know what it is. So anyway, see you in the next one. Bye.